Hello, Seward Middle School Science. Miss Carlin here. My goal today is to help you understand analogies better and feel more comfortable and confident when writing them. Analogies can be a really effective way to help yourself or someone else understand something a little bit better. It's when we take two very different things or similar things and compare them in a way that helps us understand one of them a little bit better. So for example, in science class, if I was teaching you about the cell nucleus, which you may have no idea what it is, but you know what a brain is and what it does. So I might say the cell nucleus is like a brain because it controls or operates what happens in the cell. That might help you understand a cell nucleus better because I've connected it to something you do know, the brain. This form or this teaching tool gets utilized a lot in your history class when Miss Lil helps you understand historical events, historical people, cultural behaviors, all sorts of amazing social studies things by comparing them to things that you do know in your world. Okay? When we build analogies, I like to use this sentence stem. I find it very helpful. You don't have to use it, but those of you who have never written analogies before might find it useful. Blank is like or unlike something else because, and you're explaining why. A nucleus is like a brain because it controls what the cell does, period. Another example would be our skin is like a coat because it keeps us warm. We're comparing skin and coat, showing how they both have the same function or job of keeping us warm. So we're going to be using the analogies to demonstrate the function or show me that you understand the function of cell organelles. So some of you might be thinking, how am I going to come up with these on my own? This seems kind of overwhelming, and it can be. So I have some strategies for you to try when you do this, okay? Your first step is to think of your subject. For example, if we're writing about lysosomes, which are a cell organelle on our list, okay? I have to think about as a learner, what does it do? How does it work? So that's my step number one. What's my subject? How does it do? How does it work? Okay? Then I use that answer. Oh, I check my notes, right? Because I've got my notes here and it has the structures and the functions. And I look down, they break down stuff in the cell. Okay, that's what they do. Now, I need to think of something else that does that job of breaking stuff down. And for me, my world might be different than your world. I think of the worms in my compost because I get really excited about the worms in my compost. They get in there and they chewy chomp up all my food bits and they break them up and they poop them out and make lovely soil for me. Okay, so I think that's something else in my life. So then I put it together into an analogy. I take the lysosomes are like worms because they break stuff down. And I'm using that sentence stem. Blank are like blank because blank. So that's what you're going to do for every one of these analogies. Think of what it does, find something else that does it, and make a sentence. Remember, your greatest resource right now, when you have to figure out what they do, what their function is your notes. So get those out and look at them. I hope this helps you feel a little more confident when writing analogies. If you're still struggling, please reach out to me, a trusted friend, or another adult. Have a great day.